in the shade of an ancient oak by the river band's embrace. I first saw her wildflower eyes at the dawn of our golden days. Her laughter danced with the river's flow under skies so vast and brave. In that old town where the roots dug deep, we swore our hearts to save. But the river band fades like her whispers across the plains. My wandering soul wrapped in her scarf, the color of autumn rain. Each sunset spills secret soul on gravel roads, memories wait. Oh, the river band fades. Oh, the river band fades. Years rolled like storm clouds through, the oaks now stand alone. Our cabin's hearth, once warm with dreams, lies silent, stark and bone. Where once her delicate touch had bloomed, now only shadows cast. And the paths we walked are overgrown as this morning our love's past. Yes, the river band fades like her whispers across the plains. My tired heart clings to a saddle worn in the grip of winter's chains. No more her laughter echoes, just the wind's soft serenade. Oh, the river band fades. Yes, the river band fades. Under the crescent moon's watchful eye, I confess to the stars above, the hardest trails I've come to ride are those away from a lost love. But every nightfall leads me back to where old memories reside, at the river bend where I let her go and where part of me has died. So the river bend fades in the dusk of my heart's deep sighs, carrying dreams on the dust-strewn trails under endless open skies. Let her name be whispered by the creek where the willows weep and swayed. For as long as the river bend fades, my love will never fade. Oh, the river bend fades, forever the river bend fades. Down by the creek where the cottonwoods grew, we carved our names in the bark so true. The oak tree watch and the sun dipped low. On the porch we swayed, lost in the afterglow. Your scarf danced with the prairie's breath in that wild land, my heart you'd read. Oh, the long ride cries beneath the vast unending skies. The trail's gone cold where our dreams used to lie. Every hoofbeat echoes a sigh. Memories blur where the horizon meets the eye. Long ride cries. Now the cabin stands empty on the ridge. Windows stare like eyes missing their bridge. Gravel roads once walked, overgrown with time's tide, where laughter once echoed, silence now abide. The saddle gathers dust, the reins lay still. Without you, this wandering life's lost its will. Oh, the long ride cries beneath the vast unending skies. The trail's gone cold where our dreams it's a song without end. A heart can't deny what it can't comprehend. With each sunset painted in hues of goodbye, the trail winds on under a vast lonesome sky. Long ride cry. Oh, how my soul still tries beneath the haunting endless western skies. Long ride cries. Out where the creek rolled through, 'neath the whispering pines, I found her wild rose laugh in the bend where the water signs lingering shadows cast by an oak tree's might. We carved our names one summer's eve 'neath the glow of twilight. Oh, the creek rolled through like memories in the rain, washing over old wounds, but the scars remain. Those gravel roads whisper with echoes of her tune. Every sunset bleeds the same where the creek rolled through. Now the porch swings empty where once we used to sit, talking about forever in the flicker of a candle lit. But seasons turn like pages. Her scarf caught on the breeze left me with these empty hands and falling autumn leaves. Oh, the creek rolled through like memories in the rain, washing over old wounds, but the scars remain. The gravel roads are quieter, the cabin's heart feels blue. Every trail grows colder where the creek rolled through. I wander these forgotten roads where our dreams once danced in view. An old saddle's all I carry aside from thoughts of you. But even stars lose their way in the vast unending night, just like I roam without you 'neath this endless twilight. Yes, the creek rolled through like a song lost in the wind. It sings of sweet love gone as my heartstrings slowly thin. Now I lay me down by the river's gentle coo. Find me where the shadows fall, where the creek rolled through. Let the water run, let the memories stay true, lost in the dust of time, where the creek rolled through. In the shadow of an old oak tree we swore, under its leaves our love would endure. By the creek where the wild horses roam free, I carved our names for eternity. But now that oak whispers low in the wind, the creek's a mirror for broken thin. Oh, how your voice fades on the breeze through empty cabins and rustling leaves. Every sunset, another day gone. Your echo's all I'm living on. Lost in the dust of gravel roads untraced. Holding on to the love time erased. The porch still creaks where you danced in the rain. Your laughter's ghost, all that remains. The saddle sits dusty, the scarf you wore, frayed at the edges from the days of yore. Now each twilight paints regret in my mind for the wildlands we left behind. Oh, how your voice fades on the breeze through empty cabins and rustling leaves. Every sunset, another day gone. Your echo's all I'm living on. Lost in the dust of gravel roads untraced. Holding on to the love time erased. Now the trails fade where we once rode. Under starlit skies our stories told. And in the silence of this wandering life, I find the strength to face this strife. Yes, your voice fades, but in my heart a fire, a stubborn spark of undying desire. Through the whispering winds, your laughter I chase. In every sunset, I still see your face. Oh, how your voice fades, yet forever stays. A lingering warmth in the cold, empty graves. In the hush of the canyon under a blood-red sky, an oak tree stands silent where we used to lie. The breeze carries dust off a trail once worn by two young shadows in the gold of morn. A scarf you left still dances with the wind on that old porch swing where our dreams had been. The canyon whispers low and sweet of wildflower loves and tangled feet. But now the sun dips low and I'm riding alone past empty cabins, our dreams all but gone. The whispers haunt me as the stars find their place in the solitude of the sky. I still search for your face. Years rode in like a storm on those gravel clinch roads, washing away the footsteps where our loved ones strolled. The tavern's laughter turned to echoes as time wore on, and the drinks taste bitter where your laughter's gone. An old saddle sits idle, a relic of the past, like the heartbeat shared were meant to last. The canyon whispers low and sweet of wildflower loves and tangled feet. But now the sun dips low and I'm riding alone past empty cabins, our dreams all but gone. The whispers haunt me as the stars find their place in the solitude of the sky. I still search for your face. Tonight the rain speaks softly on the tin roof above, murmuring tales of what it's like to lose a love. Through the window the canyon whispers one last time, a lonesome love of a cowboy's heart, and a love that filled it full. And now the trails fade under the sky's weeping veil. In the whispering winds, I'll forever tell your tale as the world turns quiet and the shadows play in the canyon's heart. Our love will stay. On Lonesome Hill, neath the whispering oak, where the sunset bleeds its crimson stroke, I etched our names in the bark so deep, a promise I swore I'd always keep. The wind carries dust of ancient tales over worn-out boots and forgotten trails, where we once danced just shadows now, cast by the branches' solemn vow. Lonesome Hill said nothing, but I heard it all. The silence of your absence at the twilight's call. Every leaf a whisper of the days gone by. Underneath the weeping willow, I still hear you sigh. Years drifted by like clouds on high gravel roads, and that old porch swing side the cabin stands, but you're long gone, just echoes of our sweet dawn song. The scarf you left sways in the breeze like a soft goodbye amidst the trees. I walk these paths alone, unspoken, with only memories as my token. Lonesome Hill said nothing, but I felt the weight of love lost to time and the cruel hand of fate. Every stone and stir up, every fading trail marks the map of our story, now a lonesome tale. Oh, how the rain recalls your smile, washing over me, mile after lonesome mile. And in the quiet of the falling night, I find your warmth in the starlight's quiet light. Lonesome Hill says nothing, yet I hear your voice. In the rustling leaves I linger, I rejoice. Though you're a whisper on the hill's soft crest, in my heart's secluded cabin you forever rest. Fading into the sunset where our dreams once flew. Lonesome Hill knows everything, and it misses you too. In the shadow of an oak, where the creek used to flow, I found an old scarf, faded blue like her eyes. Under that whispering sky, our love was a flame on the porch of that cabin where I whispered her name. Oh, fading light tied down to the ghosts of these grounds. Her laughter haunts the prairie winds in a twilight that never ends. My heart rides lonesome trails of tears, fading light tied down through the years. That old saddle's worn like the lines by my eyes. Gravel roads, empty cabins where our dreams used to lie. Rain on the tin roof, a rhythm lost in time. She's a memory, a melody in a worn-out rhyme. Oh, fading light tied down to the echoes of this town. Her whisper in the midnight rain, a love I'll never claim again. My soul wanders a shadow in the dust, fading light tied down to a husk. On a hill the crosses cast shadows long and lean. Beneath each one a story of love that might have been. And I ponder under stars that we once knew, if heaven holds a place for the loves we lose. Oh, fading light tied down where my heart forever's bound. She's a sunset slipping from the sky, a whisper of goodbye in the quiet where old ghosts have played. In the fading light I'll stay tied down, unswayed. In the hush of dawn by the whispering oak, where the sunlight weaved through her golden smoke, her laughter danced on the morning breeze, echoing wild like the rustling leaves. We carved our names in that hideaway, promised forever just one more day. The shadow whispers in the setting sun, through empty cabins where we once were young. The scarf she left on a worn-out rail, each thread a tale where my heart set sail. The wind sings low, a lonesome tune underneath the same old crescent moon. Years have rolled like a river's rage, leaving behind the dust of an empty stage. The towns grow quiet where we used to roam, saddles laid dusty, this cowboy's alone. The porch still creaks, but she's not there, just shadows moving in the rocking chair. The shadow whispers in the setting sun, through empty cabins where we once were young. A scarf she left on a worn-out rail, each thread a tale where my heart set sail. The wind sings low, a lonesome tune underneath the same old crescent moon. On gravel roads where our dreams didn't meet, her echoes fade in the retreat. A whispered goodbye on a stormy night, her silhouette a fading light. Now take leads back to her, my sweetest day. His shadow whispers, I hear it clear. In the rustle of leaves, she's still near. Yet every sunset that bleeds tonight draws the dark o'er her loving light. So here I ride where memories twine. Her shadow whispers forever mine. Her shadow whispers forever mine.
Where the oak tree shadow the old gravel road, I found a scarf you left, faded but bold, beneath the stars where our whispers once danced. An empty cabin recalls how we chanced. A sunset bleeds red just like my old heart. In those quiet towns we're miles apart. The campfire forgot how to spark your flame, but these winds, they still howl your name. Lost in the echoes of soft dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome with brittle old sails. That porch we once dreamed on, now silent and warm. The laughter has faded, the wood planks forlorn. Once sang through the cool evening air, now just the ghost of your scent lingers there. The path we walked, overgrown, lost to time, and I wander these ways with a heart heavy like crime. The campfire forgot how to spark your flame, but these winds, they still howl your name. Lost in the echoes of soft dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome with brittle old sails. Unyielding sky, I've learned that even the strongest cry, in the echo of each hoofbeat's fall, I find the loneliest truth of all. The campfire forgot, but I'll never erase the love, the pain, the beauty, your face. Lost in the echoes of soft dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome where memory prevails. The night grows cold as old songs fade, but your shadow in the moonlight forever stays.
On a tired oak porch where the sad moonlight weaves through the cracks of the boards like stains in my sleeves. There's a whisper of you in the sigh of the trees, and the scarf you left sways like a prayer in the breeze. Old cabin holds echoes of our laughter's lease, now just shadows that flicker with each cold increase. Oh, the porch waits like my heart in the dimming light, for the steps that once danced in the dust of twilight. Each creak is a call through the silence of night. Porch waits, and I'm lost in the drift of your sight. The gravel road's quieter since you took your leave, and the rain smells of memories that I can't conceive. Where wildflowers grew now lies a blanket of sheaves, and the saddle rides lower as my spirit bereaves. Every sunset bleeds colors you wouldn't believe, but they fade into gray as I sit here and grieve. Oh, the porch waits like my heart in the waning glow, for a whisper of footsteps from the life I know. Every sunset's a memory, a tender low echo. Porch waits, and my heart can't seem to let go. Is it the wind or your voice calling soft and slow in the whisper of leaves in the winter's first snow? I find traces of you in the embers' faint glow. With each star's gentle twinkle, my memories flow. Oh, the porch waits like my heart where the shadows play in the silence left behind at the close of day. Each creek speaks your name in a longing freight. Porch waits, and I'm fading in the same old way. So here I'll stay, a silhouette neath the sky so vast. The porch waits, and I'm tethered to the echoes past. In the dance of the dust where our love was cast, I'll wait till the stars and the heavens have passed. Shadow the old gravel road, I recall the soft sound of your scarf in the wind. Under the porch light of that withered abode, you danced like the firelight that wouldn't rescind. Your laughter spilled like rain on that thirsty ground as the sun dipped low, turning day into art. But now it's just whispers of what we had found in the place where the fading light fell apart. Oh, my heart rides the trails where the wild winds blow, past cabins empty under skies vast and stark. Every sunset's a memory, fading slow, in the shadows of the love that missed its mark. The echo of hoofbeats
alone in the dark, marks the cadence of a lonesome cowboy's heart. The saddle sits dusty on the old barn's rack, silent tales of the rides we used to share. Your scarf still a banner, now faded to black, hanging limp with no life left to declare. Once we roamed wild like the storms overhead, now the thunder rolls in with no one to part. Each raindrop a tear I've silently shed in the wake where the fading light fell apart. Oh, my heart rides the trails where the wild winds blow, past cabins empty under skies vast and stark. Every sunset's a memory, fading slow, in the shadows of the love that missed its mark. The echo of hoofbeats alone in the dark marks the cadence of a lonesome cowboy's heart. Now I wander these hills, talking to ghosts. The horizon's my only faithful guide. Love's a lingering smoke, I'm the host to the ashes that I carry inside. So I'll ride through the tears of these wild dusty trails where my memories lay scattered and apart. Each night falls a curtain that never unveils the depth of the dust in a cowboy's heart. Oh, the echo of hoofbeats alone in the dark sings the ballad where the fading light fell apart.
In the shadow of the oak where the wildflowers hide, I first saw her smile by the riverside. Golden laughter in the air, scarf dancing with grace. Every memory of her is tied to this place. Sun setting low, painted sky so bold in her eyes. A story of old. The rain waits on the old porch swing, stirs the dust where we used to sing. Every drop's like a tear from the skies, echo in my heart, silent cries. This wandering soul beneath wide brims and keeps riding on while the light dims. The years have turned, the cabins lay empty and still. Gravel roads forgotten, grass growing at its will. Where laughter once lived, now only winds reply. Echoes of what was beneath the endless sky. Her scarf found a home on a cold saddle horn, left me with the echoes of a love worn. The rain waits on the old porch swing, stirs the dust where we used to sing. Each drop's a fragment of past delights, fading trails in the failing lights. This wandering soul beneath wide brims, it keeps riding on while the light dims. Underneath the vastness, where the quiet lands speak, I find her whispers in the creek. porch swing, nothing's the same. Time may pass, but my heart finds in every sunset her ties that bind. This lonesome road, these wild domains, I ride alone, but the rain waits.
Out where the oak tree shadows stretch like old truths, beneath the sky's vast tapestry of fading blue. I first met you in the light of a wildfire's glow. Your scarf caught the wind, a dance free and slow. We talked of dreams, oh, the creek's quiet song, and that old wooden porch where hearts belong. Oh, silence sang in the spaces you left behind, echoes of footsteps in this heart and mind. Every sunset drapes your shadow long and lean, out here where the gravel roads and memories convene. Years tumble like the leaves of a drought-stricken tree. Our cabin stands empty, whispers what used to be. The trail's gone cold, but the saddle's worn in. Life rode us hard, through thick and through thin. Rain taps on the roof, each drop a note in a song. Pleading with the past, wondering where we went wrong. Yeah, silence sang in the spaces you left behind, echoes of footsteps in this heart and mind. Every sunset drapes your shadow long and lean, out here where the gravel roads and memories convene. I wander these hills like a ghost in worn boots, chasing the whisper of your laughter, the roots of all we planned and now withered gonna see. But in the silence your voice is the only creed I follow, through the canyons of my mind's deep sighs, under the endless aching expanse of these open skies. Oh, silence sang, and it's heavy with your unseen trace. In the dust kicked up, I still find a soft grace. Every sunset knows the reasons I can't let you go, lost in the silence where the wild lonely winds blow. Silence sank, and oh, how these old heartstrings bend in the quiet times where all trails end.
in the shadow of the old oak tree, where our names were carved in the bark so free. The sunset's glow through branches bleeds on the porch where you whisper dreams to me. The wind's a soft and mournful tune, playing through the dust of a lonesome June. Dust lingers on the road behind, where my boots have walked 1,000 times. Your scarf still fragrant holds the night, but you're just a shadow in the fading light. Each step away the heart contends, love's a trail that never ends. Beneath the stars our laughter soared, in the quiet town where my soul was moored. Now cabins empty, echoes fill, gravel roads and the time stood still. The saddle's worn, the leather cracks, but oh how I wish I could ride back. Dust lingers on the road behind, where my boots have walked 1,000 times. Your scarf still fragrant holds the night, but you're just a shadow in the fading light. Each step away the heart contends, love's a trail that never ends. The rain falls on the thirsty ground, each drop a memory coming round. In the whisper of the prairie grass I find the peace as moments pass. Yet in the heart where love once lay, dust lingers, never fades away. Dust lingers on the road behind, where my boots have walked 1,000 times. Your scarf wrapped tight against the chill can't keep the ghost from loving still. Each step away my heart contends, love's a trail that never ends. Oh, dust lingers, and I'm wading through a trail forever leading back to you. In the dandelion field, under sky so vast and blue, I remember the gold in her hair and the dreams that once flew. We danced through the whispers of grass, where the oak trees knew our names. Her laughter mingled with the breeze, now it's just the wind that remains. Oh, my heart rides the trails of yesteryear, through fields where the dandelions disappear. The sun dips low like my soul in the evening's hue. Every sunset brings me back to the dandelion field I rode through. The oak is older, the porch is worn, the town's a quiet shade, where gravel roads and empty cabins cradle memories that fade. That scarf she left still smells of rain and dust from the summer's end. My reflection alone in window panes keeps the company of the wind. Oh, my heart rides the trails of yesteryear, through fields where the dandelions disappear. The sun dips low like my soul in the evening's hue. Every sunset brings me There's an ache in the saddle, a silence in the breeze. A cowboy's heart knows no ease. I drift like tumbleweed where the wild rivers flow, bound to the land with the love I can't let go. Oh, my heart rides the trails of yesteryear, through fields where the dandelions disappear. The sun dips low like my soul in the evening's hue. Every sunset brings me back, but never close enough to the dandelion field I rode through, where I left my love, where I hide my truth.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild rye grows, I first saw her silhouette as the sunset glows. Her laughter tangled in the breeze, sweet as falling rain. Every whispered secret bound to the golden grain. I rode through the heart of my dusty trails, underneath the starlit sky where the lone wolf wails. Every mile I travel, every road I roam, brings me back to where we were, but it ain't my home. Now the cabin's empty where we used to dance. Floorboards creak with memories, in the shadows glance. The oak tree's grown taller, stands alone against the wind, where a scarf caught on the branches, where our love had been. I rode through the heart of my dusty trail, underneath the starlit sky where the lone wolf wails. Every town's just echoes of her laughter's tune. Every sunset's colder under the same old moon. On this old porch I sat, hat pulled down low. Gravel roads keep calling, but there's nowhere left to go. Guess the heart finds solace where the lost dreams lie, in the whispers of the rye fields under vast unending sky. Where I rode through the dreams where we once lay, through the paths grown over where I lost my way. With each town behind me, her memory fades to blue. Where I rode through my heart, and I rode on too.
In the shadow of an old oak's reach, where the creek sings lullabies, lies a cabin worn and weathered under vast unending skies. There's a bed inside that cabin where the linens smell of sage, and a scarf you left behind, my love, now yellow with age. The empty bed said nothing, but I heard it loud and clear Every whisper of the fabric spoke of you, no longer here. The windows hold the sunset, the porch creaks with my sighs. This empty bed says nothing, but it's screaming in my eyes. The trail's gone cold and dusty like the memories in my mind. Gravel roads we roamed are fading, left so many miles behind. The town seems just too quiet now, like it knows you're gone for good. And the saddle where you sat by me is just worn out leather and wood. The empty bed said nothing, but I heard it loud and clear. Every whisper of the fabric spoke of you, no longer here. The windows frame the twilight, the door sways with my cries. This empty bed says nothing, but it's screaming in my eyes. Now the rain taps on the rooftop like your fingers drumming time. And I wonder if the storm clouds know what's forever left behind. By the hearth I sit in silence, the flames flicker out your name. In this house of broken whispers, life's never quite the same. The empty bed said nothing, but I felt its cold embrace. Each night's a haunting melody of your absent grace. The moonlight steals through curtains, painting shadows we once knew. This empty bed says nothing, still I'm speaking back to you.
In the shadow of an old oak tree, where the creek sings to stones and sweet pea, there's a trace of a path where she walked barefoot every summer's eve. My heart where she put her laughter hung on vines, wild and free. In the whisper of the leaves, she still speaks to me. Oh, barefoot steps, you remember her ways. Long creek banks where our dreams used to lay. Now the wind through the oak feels colder somehow, carrying pieces of yesterday that my heart can't allow. Barefoot step, oh, they echo so lonely and tender in the rustling silence. My soul surrenders. Years flew like dust on a long gravel road. Her scarf still on the porch, fading like the love she once showed. The cabin stands empty where laughter danced in rooms. Now just shadows play in the afternoon gloom. The saddle rests untouched, the horse long since gone. Like the sunsets we watched, my days draw long. Oh, barefoot steps, you remember her warmth in the chill of the night when the stars look torn. Now the wind through the oak feels colder somehow, carrying echoes of us that my heart can't allow. Barefoot steps, oh, how they mourn what's tender in the rough. remember. There's a wisdom in the hills, an old tale in the stones, telling me love's a journey, not just two souls. Though her path veered away under wide open skies, these lands hold her whispers, her sweet goodbye. Oh, barefoot steps keep her memory mild through the wild oak shadows where we once smiled. Let the wind through the oak bring solace somehow, carrying pieces of yesterday softly now. Barefoot steps, I'll walk you in my dreams forever, where every step is a memory and hearts never sever.
Where the wild oats grow, under the shadow of an old oak's arm, I left my heart in a cabin low, where the porch creaked under the weight of our charm. Her scarf still dances on the rusty hook, the wind whispers secrets we once understood, in that quiet place by the babbling brook, where we carved our names deep into the wood. Had fades in the sun, just like memories. Underneath its brim, her smile I can see. Dust kicks up where we used to tread, each step away, more words left unsaid. The sunset burns, but not like her touch. Had fades, and it's never enough. Gravel roads where we rode side by side, now just tracks fading into the rain. The laughter's gone, carried far by the tide, only echoes in the dust remain. The town feels empty though folks are around. They speak but their voices are just hollow sounds. My saddle's warm where she once sat bound, riding with me the world all fades in the sun, just like memories. Underneath its brim, her smile I can see. Dust kicks up where we used to tread, each step away, more words left unsaid. The sunset burns, but not like her touch. Had fades, and it's never enough. Sometimes late at night the north wind moans, carrying a tune only the lonely have known. Across those miles where my regrets are sown, I wander forever, searching forever alone. Had fades in the sun, just like memories. Her laughter's a ghost in the whispering trees. The trail's grown over, the past put to bed, but in the quiet I still see the life we could have led. The sunset burns, oh how it still scorches such. Had fades in the dusk, and it's always too much. The last note lingers, the cowboy silhouette framed by the dying light. His journey continues beneath the vast indigo sky, a testament to love lost and the enduring spirit of the wandering heart.
In the shadow of the oak where the prairie winds blow, I found your scarf blue as the twilight glow. We danced
danced where the dandelions lost their seeds, whispering dreams like the rustling of the reeds. Those fields, they kissed the sky so wide, where you and I had nothing to hide. Oh, how the dandelion feel lingers in my heart, with every whispering wind feels like we're never apart. But the seasons turned, as did your touch, in the dandelion fields where I lost so much. Now the cabin's empty where laughter once rang, just the creak of old porches and doors that bang. The gravel roads where the marks of our past, and the trails we walked now fading fast, where we found love under the vast frontier. Only echoes remain, bringing the past too near. Oh, how the dandelion feel lingers in my soul, a memory etched in every gust it rolls. You left with the fall, with the last dandelion seed, in the fields of gold where my heart still bleeds. Saddle worn and dusty like the paths I roam, every sunset leads me farther but never home. These lands vast and skies too wide can't hold the whispers of you that I confide. Oh, how the dandelion field lingers, a bittersweet refrain, in the quiet town under the soft, forgiving rain. I'm a shadow in the sunset, forever riding alone, through fields of memories, forever my own. Oh, the heartbreak is fresh as the morning dew, in the dandelion fields I'll always look for you.